Just about.
Every other time.
Every other time. Well, we've only done it, this is only the third time.
I think I think there was one time we
Fourth
didn't.
time for the final, yeah.
It was a tie or something.
Okay, table one. Who is the only bachelor president the United States has ever had? Bachelor president. Oh dear. Okay, give them points. Over here, anybody know over here? Now their class got this one, but they weren't very good on the rest of them. But they got this one.
Jefferson.
Now we're talking about the last three chapters. Think who's in there. Only bachelor president.
James Madison.
Right on the last three chapters of the test.
No.
Okay, give him a point. Buchanan, James Buchanan. Remember, he was the do-nothing president, passed the buck to Lincoln. Okay, table one again. Even though he didn't do much in his one term as president, they call him Old Buck. There were lots of things that happened. There was, between St. Joe's, Missouri and Sacramento, California, a run with the mail. What do we call that?
Oh, that's easy.
Pony Express, right. Table two, what replaced the Pony Express?
Telegraph.
Okay, table one. Also during his time, we had a court decision in which a chief justice said that blacks had no right to be citizens or any kind of rights here to be slaves. Chief Justice of the United States. And I told you, it's the name of the slave, the court case. Had it. But I told you he already had his freedom with time the Supreme Court gave the decision. Because remember, I told you the lady owned him, married a Yankee soldier, and she wasn't going to have it. He wasn't going to have it. What was his name? He was in the movie, in the notes, in the book. Don't be funny to say it. Don't worry about, nobody else knows it either. Nobody's going to take a stab? Okay, give him a point. Over here.
Scott or
Yes, Dred Scott.
Scott. Yeah.
Okay, now on the test, you'll have to know what popular sovereignty means and who's the man that supported that. What would it mean when new territories would open up? And we talk about popular sovereignty and everybody would race out there. What's it mean? We talked about bleeding Kansas. What does sovereignty mean? Hopefully you know what that means. Somebody wants to take it away from you, that'd be something else, huh? Right to vote. Now what's that got to do with new territories opening up? Popular sovereignty.
Bigger slave states.
Well, you decide whether it's going to be a slave state. Like how many people. That's what the vote is. Now tell me, who's the man that espoused that idea? He ran against Lincoln in the debates, and I told you he only came up to Lincoln's waist. He also ran for president against him in 1862. But he died soon after, so it's a good thing he didn't win. Called him Little Giant. Okay, give him half a point. Can you get the other half? Who was he? You have to know both parts.
Frederick Douglass.
Let's don't be writing down. You're supposed to have that stuff put away, man.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
I wrote my
Oh,
name.
my God.
Twice.
Was it Frederick Douglass?
Not Frederick, but
Arthur.
you got the Douglas right.
Something Douglas.
What's that again? Arthur?
Douglas was a former black slave. You got the Douglas. What was his first name? What do they call it? The blank debates. Blank Lincoln debates.
Jefferson?
No.
Jefferson Douglas.
Stephen Douglas debates.
That's a
Stephen
horrible
Douglas
name.
Lincoln debates.
Half a point.
Half a point.
Yes.
Douglas, right?
Mama. We're not starting out very good. Okay. Table, what else stuff we just had? Table one. Who wrote the theory of evolution in 1859? Charles Darwin. Table 2, what were the two capitals of the Confederacy?
Montgomery, Alabama, and Richmond.
Yes, Richmond, Virginia. Okay, who was the president of the Confederacy?
Jefferson Davis.
Table 2, how many Confederate states were there total when it was done?
That's a trick question. Because there was 11 that joined and then
How many total at the end?
13.
No, you had it right the first time.
No, I know, but then Kentucky, the Union
But
didn't
they
count.
didn't, but they didn't
Okay,
succeed.
11 official
Okay,
then.
okay. Because you don't count the others because they didn't secede, they were border states.
Uh,
They weren't really part of the Confederacy. Okay, table 1. Let's see here. What happened on April 12th, 1861 that began the Civil War?
He attacked in Fort Sumter.
Yeah, right, exactly. Table 2, what was
Attack on Fort
Lincoln's
Sumter.
main diplomatic plan?
Isolation.
Give him a point. What was the main diplomatic plan? Not strategy, not military strategy, but his diplomatic plan. Who was he afraid would get in the war? Right. Keep England out of the war. Very good. Table 2.
Sounds like isolation to me.
Tell me what his military plan was called, where he blockaded all the southern ports all the way down to keep things from getting in. You can have your clue. You're allowed one clue, you know.
What, can you repeat the question again?
Listen.
It was a military plane where he blocked off any incoming supplies for the South.
Wasn't like the
Say it,
Yes.
Nate, say
Anaconda
it.
plan?
Yes, anaconda.
Anaconda plan.
Last class they wanted a clue, so I went, "Sss." Wait. Okay, table 1. Name me 3 Union generals.
Wow.
Grant. I passed them all around, told you about them. That one for Liberty.
Burnside.
They get so many clues every game. It's terrible.
Burnside, what's another one? Union general. Oh, there's so many.
That's the
Can't
clue.
name,
Isn't McClellan one?
one McCollum. Well, give him a half a point, over here.
McClellan
McClellan,
and
yes.
Meade.
Can you name another one over
Meade.
here? Meade, yes. Could add Hooker.
Can you name a
Oh,
third?
now you forget Hooker. And McDowell was the first one.
And then McClellan again.
So many Custer. Okay, table 1, name me 3 Confederate generals.
Not really. Stonewall Jackson.
Stonewall Jackson. Help them out, help them out. Give him a half a point, over here.
Forrest,
Hood.
Hood,
Nathan Bedford Forrest.
Pickett, Johnson.
What was the one with the plume he's had, everybody, that was his reconnaissance man?
Stewart, Jeb Stewart.
Jeff Stewart.
Oh, him.
Okay, and of course Longstreet was his left-hand man. Okay, table 1, what is conscript? Yes. Good, good.
Conscript is traveling.
Okay, table 2. What was the first battle of the Civil War?
Bull Run.
Bull Run. Table 1. What was the bloodiest one-day battle of the war? In fact, it's the bloodiest one-day battle ever for American soldiers, even today.
Antietam?
Yes. Good
I think I heard you.
All right, after the Battle of Antietam, Lincoln issued the what that made slaves in the South free so they could join the army if they wanted to. Two.
Yep.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Yes. Okay. Emancipation Proclamation. Table 1. What was the turning point battle of the war? And the only one fought in the North.
Gettysburg.
Now, this battle was fought in the South as the Confederate last stronghold where they could get supplies in. It took them 3 months to take it. Grant, Sheridan, Sherman were there.
Vicksburg.
Okay, table 1. Where did Lee surrender to Grant? April 9th, 1865. Remember, it was McLean's house in this town.
Courthouse.
Yes, very good, Alabama. Well, that town, I mean, it's still there, isn't it?
What state is
Virginia. You know about all these battles are in Virginia. Because that's why it's called the land of battles. All right, this happened, table 2, on November 19th, 1863, to dedicate a cemetery, and is now our 5th greatest document.
Gettysburg Address.
Right. Good job. Table 1. Give me 3 examples of modern warfare in the Civil War.
Sherman's March to the Sea.
Well, it isn't the march that's different. What's different about it?
Just burn everything.
Yes, and his men, first one they ate on their stomachs. They, their food came from where it was stolen. Okay, what's another one?
Repeating rifles.
Okay, another one?
Repeating rifles.
And then trenches, wasn't it?
Yes. Name me 2 more, table 2.
Ironclads
Ironclads.
and the Gatling gun.
Okay. What amendment did Lincoln sign that did away with slavery before he was killed?
15.
What is the name of the amendment? You better know it. One day somebody might think of one. What amendment ends slavery forever in the United States? I'm going, yes?
You're asking what you
Yes. Nope. Give him a point.
14th.
Nope.
It's the 13th
13th.
Amendment.
And it's the 13th. You both got a point on that, yes. Okay, table 2. Tell me what is the meaning of Reconstruction in regards to the South? After you see it. Rebuilding what? Could be rebuilding a plant, could be building a car. What are you talking about? Tell me, explain it. I told you how to put it on the test. The process by which give him a point over here.
The Union was restored.
Yes. The process by which the Union was restored to, or not the Union, but the Confederacy. Process by which the Confederacy was brought back into the Union. All right, who became president after Lincoln? Table 1, Andrew Johnson. Table 2, somebody put that down one time, Andrew Johnson. That's way back there. Okay, table 2. Who was the first, I shouldn't say who, which southern state was the first to come back in the Union?
Tennessee.
What?
Tennessee.
Right. Okay, table 1. Name me the 2 radicals who controlled Congress and wanted Johnson in, because they wanted revenge. We just had it.
Charles Sumner and Stephen Pattis.
Other way around. There, you say it again.
Stephen.
Right. Good.
Charles Sumner
Okay.
and Stephen Patty.
Table 2. What amendment gave blacks the right to vote?
What the 13th started February, right? So it's gotta be the 14th. I just guess.
15th.
Which one?
15th.
15. And which one gave them citizenship? 14. All right, table 2 again. Who killed President Lincoln?
It's for us.
Yes, dear.
Japanese,
Okay, over here, where was he killed? And that was in Washington. Okay, we both got an easy one, ain't we? Hopefully. Table 2. What group was formed in the South and Nashville, Tennessee to make sure blacks did not vote? Table 1. What was the name of the president who pulled the troops out of the South? After 12 years. It's really the only thing he's noted for. One of my students, I said that once, I hadn't read a book about him. She got me a book about him. And that's the only thing really he's noted for that I could see was any of them Portones.
Hayes.
Hayes, good job. Table 2. What 2 industries did we take to the South after the Civil War?
Iron or steel lumber.
And table 1. This organization came to the South to teach, get jobs for the blacks, and medical treatment. What was it called?
Freedman Bureau.
Freedmen's Bureau, yes. Okay, what is the score?
They have 5.5 points and we have 2.5.
I was gonna throw one out.
It's not worth it.
Let's see though, if anybody, it's not on the test, I just want to see. Who was the greatest speaker of the day that spoke for 2 hours before Abraham Lincoln? We kind of forget him, but he was such a great man, the way he acted towards Lincoln. And I think his family today would want me to bring that, just to see if you know it. First name started with E, and so the second. Wrote that nice letter to Lincoln, said he wished he could do what Lincoln had in 2 minutes and he'd done in 2 hours. Congratulated him, wanted a copy of Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. Nobody knows it? Oh,
What does his last name start with?
E, both of them, first and last. I was hoping somebody would. Edward Everett.
Oh, so I
That's very.
I had Edward and I thought it was, yeah,
Well, you had something in mind.
yeah.
But I always think maybe it'd be nice to bring up his family still. He was such a gentle, such a good person. Most people would be, man, Lincoln, he's dumb looking. I'm a great speaker. I can just see people. But he wasn't that way. Okay, now let's talk about the comprehensive part. Get your paper out. If you have your book, get it out.
Did she say get her book out?